Now basically the capacitance depends upon three main things. One, the distance between the plates. For example, this is one of the polycarbonated capacitor which is used in electric fans. So these are basically the two plates. In between the plates there is a particular distance, so capacitance depends upon the distance between the plates, the medium used between the plates, which is maybe mica, maybe another type of material, ceramic material, or any kind of other material. So medium between the plates, area of the plates, and distance between the plates. C is equal to A epsilon naught divided by D. So these are the three main factors on which the capacitor capacitance depend, and the unit of capacitor capacitance is basically farad. Now the question comes that where we can use capacitor, what are the applications of capacitor? Capacitor is basically used as an energy booster. It can give a particular you can say that jerk or a force to run a ceiling fan or other type of fan, or you can say that an electric motor. We can also use this kind of capacitor, because you know that when capacitor is unfunctional of a particular ceiling fan, then that ceiling fan cannot rotate it, because this capacitor gives a particular boost to that, or energy boost or jerk to that electric fan, due to which its speed increases and it can run at a particular value. Similarly, the capacitor used in electric or ceiling fan is basically a polycarbonated capacitor. And polycarbonated capacitor is basically a kind of film capacitor. You know that there are different categories of capacitors. We can talk about later about that, what are different categories about that. So this is the polycarbonated film capacitor which is used in a ceiling fan, and it is a high temperature operated capacitor. For example, this capacitor says us that it can operate up to 85 degrees centigrade, and operated voltage is 400 AC, and similarly its capacity is basically 3.5 microfarads. So these are the particular values, and it is basically non-polarized capacitor. It can store temporary charge for us. So this is one of the basic fundamental type of capacitor. Now let's discuss some other uses of capacitor. Capacitors are also used as a power filters. It can use as a power factor correction, for power factor correction. Similarly, capacitor can be used in flash drive. For example, in a particular camera, you people already observe there is a particular flash of light, so behind that there is basically a particular capacitor, super capacitor is used in that particular camera. Similarly, in the wafers of cars, capacitors are used. In the ceiling fans, capacitors are used. In a tuning circuits, capacitor are used. Similarly, capacitor may be variable, it may be fixed, it depends upon its use. For example, if we talk about the capacitors use on the basis of their variability, so capacitor may be fixed capacitor or it may be variable capacitor. As I said already, that this one is basically a particular capacitor which is known as polycarbonated capacitor, so it is a fixed capacitor. Similarly, this is the electrolytic capacitor, which is basically a fixed capacitor, and we cannot change its value because its value are fixed. Similarly, you can also see here a fixed capacitor. Similarly, here is you also see a polypropylene film capacitor, which is a fixed capacitor. This is also an electrolytic capacitor having plus minus polarity, which is basically a fixed capacitor. Now beside the fixed capacitor, there is also another capacitor which is known as variable capacitor, and variable capacitor may be electrically controlled or mechanically controlled variable capacitor. For example, I have in this radio a mechanically controlled capacitor. When I tune the circuit, then I turn this button. When I move or rotate this button, I can change the capacitance of the circuit according to my choice. For example, if I want to listen the FM 100, then when I turn this pitch to 100, it means that I set the frequency are the capacitance for the 100 megahertz frequency. So when the frequency of the incoming waves becomes 100 megahertz, then we can listen the 100 megahertz FM station, because I have already fixed the capacitance for the LC circuit for the 100 megahertz. So this is basically the variable capacitor. Variable capacitor may be tuned capacitor. So this is the tuned capacitor, and it may be the trimmer capacitor. So here you also see a trimmer capacitor, and the capacitor of the capacitance of trimmer capacitor we can fix with the help of a screw. You can observe it when there is some part in your radio and you go to the shop of a particular mechanic for the this electronic device setup. Then you can set their radio your radio by fixing their trimmer capacitance. So there is maybe a trimmer capacitor, maybe a variable capacitor. Similarly, there may be an electrically controlled capacitor. An electrically controlled capacitor may be a varactor diode. This is basically another type which can be controlled electrically. Here we control mechanically the capacitor, so you can also control electrically the capacitor, but there is basically a diode connected with a capacitor, and capacitor can also be used as a low pass filter, as a high pass filter, depends upon its use. So it is also used as a power factor correction term. Now let's come towards the different types of capacitor on the basis of geometry. On the basis of geometry, capacitor can be classified into different types. For example, it may be a circular capacitor, depends upon its geometry. It may be a cylindrical capacitor, it may be a parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitance, we already said that the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor basically is equal to C is equal to A epsilon naught epsilon R divided by D, and D is the separation between the plate, A is the area of the plate, epsilon is basically the medium between the plate, and C is the capacitance of capacitor, which depends upon these factors. So on the basis of the categorization, on the basis of their shape and sizes, there are different types of capacitor. For example, if we talk about the main categories, then there are polar and non-polar capacitor on the basis of their types. Polar capacitors has fixed polarity, and it may be electrolytic capacitor and it may be supercapacitor. Electrolytic capacitor has fixed polarity, and one of the example of that is basically this supply. In this supply of energy saver, you people see here this electrolytic capacitor which has a fixed polarity. Here is you see the negative signs, and on other side there is a positive values, and this capacitor value is around about 5.6 microfarad, and voltage is around about 400 volt. So these are basically stable capacitor, but if you talk about its stability with non-polarized capacitor, then the stability of non-polarized capacitor is high compared to the polarized capacitor. Similarly, the operating temperature range for this capacitor is very low compared to the ceramic capacitor or the mica capacitor. They are operating in a very high temperature. Similarly, these electrolytic capacitor can be used usually in DC power supply, but ceramic capacitor, or you can say that the film capacitor, or you can say that the mica capacitor, which are basically non-polarized capacitor used in a high operated temperature region, similarly used in DC as well as in AC power supply and DC and as well as AC circuits, because that kind of capacitor has no fixed polarity. So that's why there are certain advantages of the non-polarized capacitor over the polarized capacitor. So polarized capacitor may be electrolytic capacitor, and it may be the supercapacitor. Now if we talk about the non-polarized capacitor, and non-polarized capacitor may be ceramic capacitor, may be mica capacitor, may be film capacitor, and film capacitor may be the polyester capacitor, polypropylene capacitor, and may be polycarbonated capacitor. And I already discussed the polycarbonated capacitor, which is basically the type of film capacitor, and polycarbonated capacitor, you people already use this polycarbonated capacitor in ceiling fan as an energy booster, and it gives jerk to the ceiling fan. That's why it is a very basic important component of all ceiling fan, because when this capacitor is damaged, then you can replace that. Otherwise your ceiling fan cannot working, or your washing machine cannot working, because it is used in washing machine and ceiling fan and electric motor and so many other electrical devices. So this is one of its basic use. Now if we talk about the ceramic capacitors, then ceramic capacitor have different shapes and polarity. One of that is basically this type, which is known as ceramic disc capacitor. You see here this blue one capacitor, which is in the shape of disc, which is also known as the ceramic disc capacitor. So these are different capacitor and it has different use. Similarly, you also see here this is a ceramic disc capacitor. It has different shapes and different colors, depends upon its use and its capacity. It has a different values. Now these are basically the different information regarding to the capacitor capacitance. I hope you learn some of the basic idea about these capacitor and what is capacitors, what are its capacitance, what are its different types, and where we can use these capacitor. Thanks for your time. I hope you liked this video, and if you like this video then kindly subscribe my channel. Thanks.